Okay, cool. We're live.
So I think
Dun 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 dun.
the
Dun dun dun
Bears.
dun.
Let's meet tonight's starting lineups first for the visiting ponies of Stillwater High School.
See, do do do.
Junior number 1, Derek Tompkins. Sophomore number 4, Colin Vilby. Senior number 5, Malachi Fick.
Yeah.
Senior number 6, Julian.
He's a senior now? Oh god.
It's been 3 years since we've been in school, but
Dude. Where's
Senior number 10, Riley.
last time I swear I saw him, he was like a sophomore.
Senior number 11, Dylan Magister.
Alright, welcome in side on the press box. I can't say studio, otherwise Josh will get mad at me. Here as the Stillwater Ponies take on the White Bear Lake Bears in the second game of our doubleheader. The girls earlier today fell to the Ponies 2-0. Ponies coming into this game with 6 wins, 0 losses, and 2 ties. As the Bears come into this game with 4 wins, 2 ties, and 1 loss, with 2 consecutive victories as they beat Irondale on Thursday evening and a win this past Saturday as well versus Apple Valley, as they're coming in red hot here trying to make it 3 straight. So Josh, what are your expectations for this one with the resilient Stillwater squad, as they have always seemed to be that way, even in our playing days? What do you expect from Stillwater, and what do you expect from White Bear?
Well, I think kind of what we expected during the girls' game. Stillwater's going to have a lot of speed on their team, and they're going to try to find those long balls to their speedsters. And I'm guessing the Bears know about that. This is not Jenny's first rodeo playing against Stillwater. And anytime I played with Jenny, he always talked about controlling that speed. So if we can slow their game down in the midfield, they're going to look to do that.
Well, a little bit straight down the middle, 50-50 is where my heart is. I don't know how to say it, but I've got a good friend's cousin, somebody I've gone to church with, somebody I know on the Stillwater side, but this is the horn. I'm kind of forced to go for White Bear, so let's go White Bear in this contest. Josh, who do you think for White Bear is going to be the difference in this one for the Bears? And early pre-game, looking at the Ponies, do you think there's anybody that strikes attention to you?
Well, really, if Joe Wallach for the Bears, he really needs to step up his game from the last couple games. If he can show up and play like I know he can, then the Bears are going to do very well, because it's all about controlling that midfield. In the last couple games, I just don't think he was up to his standard, but I'm guessing he's going to try to turn that around tonight.
I know you were wanting him to play forward. You haven't liked him so far in the midfield. Is that still the same way?
I just think he's wasting his speed and his shots and his ability to find those over balls to Gavin playing in the midfield. But Jenny continues to play him in the midfield, so he obviously sees something that we don't. So
Moments away from kickoff between Stillwater and White Bear Lake. Both teams getting their last second huddles in, their last second momentum swings, whatever they need to do to be mentally prepared here for some Tuesday night light action. It should be an entertaining one. Bears and Ponies. I almost expect, do you expect a shootout from both of these teams?
I think it's either going to be a very low-scoring game or expect to be off your seats at home. I think it's either going to be a high-scoring game or we're going to be a stalemate all the way till the end.
Well, here we go. Our favorite player on both sides. Well, maybe not me, but for you, Josh, especially number 13, Snowball.
All right, he has the
greatest
best
name.
number on the field, and he has the best name. I don't know how you can like anyone else.
Snowball will be the one to set us off, it looks like, for the Bears, as they will start with the ball. Also up alongside him is Benjamin Watson. As a change in goaltending tonight, too. Jendy's starting to give that 2 goaltender looks as we are underway. Snowball will play it right up the middle to Gavin Rogers. Peshman with a quick chase, and Peshman a chance here early. Cross into Rogers and stopped by Derek Dopkins, and the Bears an early chance here. Well, that's quicker action than we saw in the girls' game, and that game got off to a fast start as well, as Ponies now will play it along their back line. Before booting it up, Mosier will get his head on it. Mosier recently put into the left wing position after Tegan Geese went down with presumably a season-ending ankle injury. So Nicky O'Brien, the brother of Abby O'Brien, now will take the free kick for the Bears, as both of them kind of the goal kick, free kick takers for their respective squads. Headed out here by the Ponies, put back in by Trickle though, as Stillwater and White Bear Lake playing almost hot potato with the ball before finally being controlled down. Ball played up there to Vilme of the Ponies, and now Snowball on it. Looking for Rogers, and will finally get it to him. He's going to make a race along the sideline there with Makestead. Rogers past Makestead. He's looking for a cross in, looking for Peshman. Can't find him. Ball still not cleared out. Snowball with the sliding tackle. Rogers now on it, but can't get the cross in. It's put out of play, and a corner kick here for the Bears as they are off to a fast start, trying to get that early lead on the Ponies.
And that is just one problem with Gavin's speed. Sometimes he's just too fast for his own teammates. He flew up that right side and just really didn't have any options in the middle to pass to.
Snowball throws his arms up, and he'll cross it in, looking for the far side box. O'Brien can't get his head on it, and out come the Ponies before Dross will smartly play it wide, or excuse me, that's Simnick. Trickle back to Snowball, who's getting some early touch action here. And the Ponies will clear it out of bounds, looking to slow down an early attack here from the Bears.
Well, it definitely seems like both teams really want to push the tempo. Great,
up to number 12, Macias Tadis. But he cannot find his teammate in Dobert, and Trickle will play it up along the sideline before being played out of bounds from Stillwater. Throw into the back line. They'll play it along as now touch for Ralston. He's got some space and time, and he'll finally find his intended target, but it won't get there as Zhang looks to play it the other way for the Bears. And now Riley Buxell will take a shot in the cross. Kyle Christensen slips, but no danger as Macias Tadis once again was closing in on Christensen. But he does win the corner as it goes off of Christensen. It will be Tadis to send it in for the Ponies. Tadis, center of the box, nobody there, and cleared out for the Bears. Ponies will still have possession, but a little farther now to work from as they look to try to make Kyle Christensen work. Ralston in over the head of Peshman and played out by the Ponies. So goal kick now coming for White Bear Lake. O'Brien will play it short right next to his partner in Trico. Trico looking up the field, and he'll finally look into the direction of Snowball. It can't get there, headed by Fick.
So, that was interesting because most of the time the ref makes them redo those if it doesn't leave the box. But
well, it's headed out by Mosier after a potential maybe missed call by the refs, and so Ralston once again will have the honors of putting the ball back into play for the Ponies. He'll send it into the box. It's going to go off the head of Simniak. Bears will now turn up the corner. Rogers gets it up to the central striker and Snowball. He'll turn to his right, gives it to Zhang, who's making a run up the field. Zhang looking for somebody, still making a run. Ends up giving it parallel to Snowball. And Snowball looking for the intended target, Gavin Rogers, but Fick will shield it and let it go out of play for his keeper to send a goal kick into play. Now controlled once again along the back line. Fick sends it over to Makestead. Makestead still on the ball before finally giving it over to Batchelor. Batchelor back to Ralston, who gives it over to Vilme and sends it out of bounds, looking for Tatis. Mosier finds Wallach's head. Wallach sends it to Peshman. Peshman uses his speed. Looking past Batchelor, trying to get around to both the 25s, going back and forth with it before Batchelor lets it go out of bounds.
The Bears definitely just have that extra oomph tonight. Just playing a little bit faster.
Ball sent in by Dopkins as Simnick will get a foot on it before Fick also gets a foot on it before back and forth here. Nobody really having clear possessions. Both teams just trying to find their teammate as Peshman sends it in the box now. White Bear Lake starting to put some more pressure in. Watson on the ball, being pressured there by Schwadman. Ball getting close to midfield. Bears have the ball. Watson looking out wide to a run from Zhang, but Zhang not quick enough to get there. So Ponies look to come the other way. Ball back to the back four of the Ponies as Ralston gives it back to Makestead. Makestead will play it over to the far side for Schwanen. He'll send it over looking for Tatis, can't get there. Mosier playing smartly, sending it back out. Stillwater still with the ball as Vilme sends it over. He's looking for Buxell, who is looking for a Tatis, but once again, this one's going to go wide, so Christensen and O'Brien will have a goal kick for the Bears. We'll see if O'Brien plays it short this time. And his last goal kick decided to play it to his right to Trico, but Trico looks like he'll move up, and O'Brien will move the ball up as well over the head of Watson, played by Schwaden. And now a run here from Trico coming off his back line at the center back
Smart
position.
Ball by Stillwater.
Foul on Trico will result in Trico taking a free kick, but his free kick was intended for Mosier off the back of Tatis. Good fast-paced action back and forth. Has Snowball on it before Peshman finds his feet on it. Wallach will play it out wide. Ball switch field, the side of the field now to Zhang. Zhang crosses it in. He's looking for Wallach. Wallach can't get a good shot on it. Peshman, though, and Snowball still on it. Deflected in the box as Snowball had a shot attempted. Now finally cleared out by Batchelor.
And that's the kind of play that I was talking about by Joe earlier. He gets that pass out wide, then he goes and joins the attack. That's what he's kind of been missing the last couple games. So it's nice to see him out there moving and grooving.
Mosier and Wallach looking to send it in before Wallach hits it with the outside of his foot. But wide right of Dopkins. So a goal kick will result in the shot wide. Ball sails to around the Ponies 45 before heading out of bounds. Different ball boy for the Bears. Remember last week's ball boy? Man, was he a stud. He was almost the MVP.
I think he was the MVP of the game. He was running up and down and chasing balls.
Should have been almost paid. I was thinking about it, but I'm a college student. And also, I don't know legally if that's allowed. As ball sails out of bounds against the Ponies, so Mosier will throw it in.
See if both teams can keep up this high press. They've been both high pressing each other all game, and it's been working for both of them.
Boxell and Trico playing volley and hot potato before Wallach trying to look for Peshman, couldn't find him. Ball now on the foot of Ralston before playing it up to Schwann. And now it's controlled by Ralston and Megstead as Pony's playing a little bit more calm before Vilme will turn. Looks for Schwandeman. Ball working along with Schwanden before finally finding Buxell. He plays it out wide. He's across into the box, but right off of the foot of Trico. Now Zhang will control for the Bears. He'll play it up the wing looking for Snowball. It's not there. Rogers, though, will take control. Wallach now with possession before giving it right back to the Ponies as Ralston will play it back to Dobkins. Dobkins controlling for the Ponies before giving it right back out there to Megstead. Vilme back to Megstead, back to Ralston. Ponies looking to move it up from their back line into the midfield, up to their forwards. As Takestead now on it as he looks to make a run, take a shot. And this one, I believe, is going to go through the post. Either way, it's up and too high for that top right corner of Christensen.
And I think Stillwater's really going to test White Bear's fitness tonight. I think if you're Nikki or Gavin or one of the captains, Joe, I think maybe once you get the ball, you maybe want to tell your team, hey, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's conserve our energy because we've got a full 80 to play here.
Mosier takes it off of Tatis as he now shields it. Trying to find some options, but now Vilme will come clean with it. Little shifty knit work from his footwork. I don't know what I just said. But anyway, Watson is going to boot it up along the field. So we're looking for Rogers. It's going to be out on Rogers, though, and Ponies will throw it in.
And those kind of plays are just kind of what the girls were lacking in the previous game, those outlet passes. But those outlet passes are definitely there from White Bear tonight.
Play goes back to Fick, who will just play it along to Ralston on that back line. Or no, excuse me, that was Schwanman. Both of those defensive midfielders have long black or blonde mane hair. It's kind of hard to tell who they are unless you see the back of their numbers. This ball looking for Snowball. Instead finds Ralston, played up to Schwanman. Schwanman turning, looking, finding Tatis. He takes too hard of a touch. But nonetheless, Tilme will still be on it for the Ponies. He plays it out wide to Boxell. Boxell turning, plays it up. First few touches here for Dobier for the Ponies before playing it back. And the ball retreating now for the Ponies as it's back to Ralston at his own 40. Great header here for Mosier as the ball will not find Tatis. And so the Ponies will have to throw it in once again. Early action here. Josh, what have you seen from both sides that you've liked? Any adjustments already?
I think both teams are playing like they probably thought they were going to in the game plan. Both of them have their foot on the gas. Both high pressing. Great turn by Snowball.
Ralston now on the ball. Vilme gets by. Can't get completely through, though. He gives it back to Simnik. Or, excuse me, Schwanman. Tatis with a head on it, and it's going to go parallel. It can't go forward. He had a great look. His header, though, can't go past Christensen. Ball sent deep into Bears territory before O'Brien heads it out, and now Watson will send it all the way down.
Just the work rate is there for White Bear tonight. Something you don't always see from them, but they're all giving their 100%. It seems like right now.
Bears definitely are motivated in this one. I don't know if it's the evening under the lights type of game. I don't know if they have something with the ponies they don't like, but
Well,
nonetheless,
who likes the ponies? Let's
a
be
good,
real.
that's a good point. But either way, the Bears, they've looked very sharp early. Definitely, so far, almost probably the best we've seen them since starting the broadcast for this season here for the White Bear Lake home games.
And it is a nice 59 degrees out there tonight for the Bears. So not quite as hot as the last couple games. That may be helping them.
Yeah, that's true. They've been having to play under some blazing suns, some 70, 80-degree temperatures. Not exactly the perfect temperatures for soccer as Tadis's shot goes wide once again of Christensen. He looks strong with that left boot, but so far nothing on target against Christensen.
Entering the match for the Ponies, number 22, Connor Lund.
So Connor Lund will come in and Dobierder will check out for the Ponies. Ponies continuing to try to move up the field, but this time they're going to turn away and play back. Ball out wide now to Arco. Arco to Schwanman, who's going to turn. He's got some space. He'll play it up to Buxill. And this ball is going to go off of Rogers as him and Arco were battling for it. Ball played into Schwanman.
I think Stillwater just has a little bit more technical players, which is really the only difference right now in the game. Is they're able to dribble around the White Bear Lake players. That's really the only difference maker right now.
Foul here on Zhang and a free kick on the far left-hand side on the 20 coming up for the Ponies. It looks like Buxell will be
all the tall players are up there for the Stillwater Ponies right now. Something that they have a lot of, it seems like.
They also have 3 men back, with Fick being the farthest back. Ball headed in, and this one, I thought it went towards Christensen. Instead, it goes out, and Peschman racing. He's got Snowball. Snowball's going to play the ball through to the sideline. Peschman, man, is his speed quick. But great deflection there from Malachi, slowing down Peschman.
Gavin just kind of looks tired on that wing side. Not something you always see from him.
Peschman looks like the one with the most energy out there as he's been sprinting up and down the field.
He's taking full of his opportunity with the varsity squad right now.
Ralston and Dopkins playing it back and forth before Dopkins will switch the field over. And now Tubas looking for it, but great coverage here for Mosier, who so far has had a solid outing to start this one. As ball goes out of bounds, and White Bear Lake will have a throw-in as Tubas couldn't recover and get the ball from him. Or Tadas. Ball played in. Wallach and Peschman still there, but Ponies will gain control everywhere. Good Lord.
So how do you like the last name, Toddies? Zach, kind of reminds you of one of your favorite baseball players?
Yeah, right. Nice little cheap shot there from Josh. That's always wonderful.
For all the fans out there, Zach is a very big fan of the Padres. So.
No. Oh, man. We'll have to get that situated some other time as ball is played along as Fick will play it up to Schwanden. Back to Batchelor. And back to Ralston. Really playing along the back line, and Stillwater clearly showing possession is a key factor here in this one. Almost halfway through the first half of action as ball played back into Megstead, who is going to play it over to Ralston and play it to the near side here to Batchelor. Nobody challenging Batchelor, putting any pressure as they get to Fick. Fick with a missed touch there, and now the Bears looking to go the other way, but Ralston will get a boot on it, and no danger coming from it.
It's definitely turning into a game where I think White Bear's going to sit back a little bit more, play a little bit more defense. They know maybe Stillwater is a little bit more dominant side tonight. They're just going to use their speed out of their wingers.
Ball sails out of bounds on the Bears. So Ralston will throw it back in as Vilme now on it. He'll get past Simnick. Get it over to Schwanman, and he'll get it over to the far side to Arco. Ponies playing possession here. Not in really any hurry, and now a missed touch there for Maxted. Snowball looking to make a move, but can't do so. Fick plays it up to Vilme. We're starting to see some space here for the Ponies to work with as they're not giving the ball up, but Bears doing a nice job too of tightening up their defense. As Ponies continue to work here, but Schwanman, he gets inside and he's got Lund. Lund looking to make a move and he's going to get past all the defense. Ball taken back though, and a potential handball, and it will be called against Stillwater. So the ball will go the other way with a free kick as a hand inside the 5 against the Ponies. You can hear Jendy down on the sideline there. Head coach for the Bears is starting to want possession in favor of White Bear Lake as the Ponies, that's what they've been mainly controlling here in these past few minutes, is the possession of the ball. Ball goes over the foot of Wallach.
Great step by Andrew.
Zhang over to Peshman. Peshman has a poor touch though. He's still able to recover with the help of Wallach as it goes back to Watson. Watson plays back to Trikel. Some pressure here. Trikel will just send it up the field, but it is going to sail out of bounds on him. And the Ponies once again will play it along their back line. Peshman thought about going after it. Kind of a soft touch here as Mosier challenges Tatis. And he's going to have a run up the sideline. Why not? But Batchelor covering Peshman, who Mosier was looking for, and it won't get there. Ball ends up on that right-hand side looking for Tatis, and he can't get a foot on it.
The Bears are lucky there because Connor kind of had really a good run there going. He won the ball a couple times, but no one in that midfield dropped for him. That left Tatis open.
Mosier, someone who's really looked really good playing in that left wing position. He has been playing the or left wing back. He's been playing the left wing position up top until, as we mentioned earlier, before Geese went down with more than likely season-ending ankle injury. Ball moved up here by Lund. He looks to somebody. He'll find Tatis. Tatis looking to cross. No, he'll make a move against Mosier, but too big of a touch as both O'Brien and Sibnick there to stop Tatis from going any farther. Throw in here coming up is Ralston. Or Ralston will have the honors. And it looks like he might be trying to send this deep, and he will as he gets it into the 18. Off the head of Sibnick. Snowball now will chest it down, plays it to Peshman, but Peshman it goes behind him, and so Ralston now plays it up to, or intended for his teammate, but nothing there. So back and forth here is Tatis. Once again, looking to make a move on Mosier, but Mosier, he's staying calm, staying patient, as he's allowing nothing to get by him.
Looks like we definitely have another good ball boy tonight. He's running up and down over here tonight, too.
Some substitutes coming on for the Bears as it looks like Dross, McKinney, and Kyrie's are all going to come into the game, and a ball sent in. Tapped in there, and I believe it was Tatis who had got his foot on it.
Lucky.
And Christensen able to fall on it, but pressure from the Ponies, and the best chance we've seen all night from both sides is booted up by Christensen, looking for Snowball. And the Ponies now control as Ralston up to Schwanman, who will get it up to Batchelor and then elbowed from behind. Peshman does against the other 25. So a free kick coming for Stillwater.
The only benefit of having football lines on the field is so they know where to take the kicks from. Other than that, they're very annoying.
Ball sent in cross here, but it's going to go right to Rogers, who will just head it out to Snowball. Ball played back in for the Ponies, though. Before Zhang looks to control it, he'll get it to Rogers. Rogers to turn it. He's going to try to outrace his man, and he will do so. He's still up the sideline. Ball still in play before being deflected out. As I couldn't tell who was with them, but it looks like it was Fick, who ends up being the last man with Rogers.
It's always funny. A couple touches, and you always think that player may be able to keep up with Gavin. Then that third and fourth one, Gavin just starts to pull ahead, and then he's gone.
Something fun to see for this White Bear Lake squad. Both of their wingers have incredible amount of speed to them, which has been...
Which really is not a surprise for any previous White Bear Lake player. You kind of know Jenny really likes his speed up front, coming from previous players like Micah.
Here comes the counterattack. Buxell looking for Lund, but this ball very behind Zhang, able to recover. But nonetheless, Long and Buxell were able to win the ball before, and now Simnick will play it out, or is it Watson that will play it up before being deflected out of bounds. So here we go, coming to the 13-minute mark. Still a scoreless game between Stillwater and White Bear Lake. Bears boys team looking to get the win, and even, I don't know to call it a series or not, against the Ponies, as once again the Ponies girls team earlier this evening beat the White Bear Lake girls team 2-0. So White Bear Lake looking to get the win here for White Bear Lake as the ball played up to Peschman from Mosier. Ralston will clear it though, and Vilme gets it taken off of. Dross now controls for the Bears. He'll play it over to Trikel in the back.
And it definitely seems like Stillwater may be a little bit more fit coming into this game. They haven't made any subs yet. It doesn't look like they're going to make any anytime soon.
More subs looking to get ready too for the Bears, as it looks like Olsen, Anderson, and Dufresne are all going to be checking into the game. Maybe to get some offensive substitutions, give the speedsters some rest.
Well, it's not like Anderson's a slack himself, so.
No, Anderson, some speed to himself. Soccer brother to former White Bear Lake studs in Mike Anderson, and especially Kayla Anderson. And his ball out of bounds against the Ponies. So we will have a White Bear Lake throw in here. This will be a free kick, excuse me. It was a foul. So the subs will have to wait to get their first action of the evening, as it looks like it will be Eli Trikel descended in. Deep into the box, but can't find any White Bear Lake head, but it does find the foot of Dross. Dross will use his left foot, but over the crossbar it goes, and it sails out of bounds on Dopkins. So here come the subs for White Bear Lake, as Olsen, Dufresne, Anderson in, Wallach, Peschman, and Watson. Or no, not Watson. The other one will be Rogers that exit the game. So the wingers exit, and attacking midfielder as well. So a new look up front here, as Anderson, Kyrese, and Olsen will lead the charge for the Bears up front. Zhang looking to play the ball, but ends up going out of bounds off of his chest, so the Ponies will have a throw in. As Zhang once again will have the ball, but he's challenged there by Buxell. Now Simnick on the ball, but a poor pass heads into Tadis's feet, and now Vilme will send it over. Tatis still on the ball. He gets
Look
by
for a hit
Mosier.
here.
Dufresne. And across it. What a save from Kyle Christensen as Tatis, the best strike of the night. That ball was curling in off of his left boot to that top right corner. And just able to get a fist or a hand on it was Christensen. So a corner from the
And
Ponies,
the ball
but
boys are a little overjealous over there as the Stillwater player just got 3 soccer balls.
jeepers. And we have quite a soccer ball boy group tonight as the ball sent in.
Oh,
Potential handball fans and players screaming for it.
well, that
On
was a lucky one from
Stillwater's
the
end.
Bears.
Ref doesn't see it, and the ball goes back to Fick, who will play it up.
What a
He's
ball.
looking to Buxell. Buxell looking to make a move on Zhang, but Zhang, he loves that physical game, and he is out muscling Buxell, and he will have the ball go out on Buxell. So, or no, they're going to call a foul on Buxell. Or you see from our end on that far side is it's very close to the sideline. Both teams heading it back and forth here. And now we'll boot the other way from Olsen before finally being settled down by Ralston, but he plays it out of bounds.
Well, this has been a very good game. Clicking down to the last 8 minutes in the first half.
Ball into Kyries. He can't get his head on it. Ralston will. Fick now looking to control before it's helped and booted out there by Makestead. Mosier once again will throw it here on the near sideline. Looking for Kyries, but it won't get there. Ralston there. Dufresne. No pressure there, but they get it to Schwanman, who will get it out wide to Arco. Arco to send it up, looking for Vilme. Vilme has it. He'll turn back before turning upfield again, and he looks for Buxell. Buxell trying to head center with his right foot before giving it back. Maxted now with a run up, and he's going to cross it in the box. He's got one, but nothing there. And so Olsen will clear it and goes up to Anderson. Anderson had it, but gets trapped under his feet. He trips, gets back up. Zhang now with the ball to Dufresne. Tatis now on the ball before giving it up to Vilme in the middle.
Oh,
Vilme looking to make some moves on
beautiful.
Dufresne.
Oh.
Looking for a run from Tatis, but nothing
Oh.
there. And Mosier will calmly let it roll out of bounds and be glad to watch it. As a throw in here for the Bears. Mosier throws it in. Looking for Olsen. He'll race with Batchelor. Batchelor, though, will get it to Ralston. Whistle here, though, as it's going to be elbowing call against the Bears. Free kick now coming for Stillwater.
And some of those Stillwater players out front are just some of those players that can take your breath away. Their skill on the ball.
Arco to be the one to take the free kick here on the right-hand side, about the 35-yard line of the Bears. Arco will send it in with his left boot. It's in the box. It gets through. Christensen will get his hands on it and then gets run into by Ralston, and Christensen in some discomfort and some pain. He's down, and so the athletic trainer will have to look after him. Or, well, he gets back up and says he's fine now. I think he will have to be looked after anyway. I don't know what the ref will decide here. He'll check on him as well, but looks like Christensen just lost his breath momentarily, but he will be fine.
If your halftime entertainment includes the restroom, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind that the activities Gym B is open for all the restrooms. That's just past the concession stand with the very delicious hot dogs.
So Troikel will play in here. This goal kick, send it up the left-hand side, goes out the head of Zhang. Ball being booted up by the Ponies. And the Bears as well, as both haven't been able so far to settle it down. And as the ball finally will trickle out of bounds. And White Bear Lake will have a throw in here with 5.5 to go in the first half. Still scoreless, some great action. Both teams been able to get some good runs in. Ponies with a couple chances that resulted in excellent saves from Christensen, keeping his
Oh, here
sheet
comes a
clean.
good break. Oh, just didn't get a touch on it.
Well played back to his goalkeeper as Trico continues to make smart decisions as the ball will have to be battled in the midfield now. Tanis crosses it over looking for Boxell, but can't exactly get there until Vilme finds him. Boxell taking his time, not turning around until finally trying to get it to Tatis, but headed out by Mosier, sent it, but blocked. Kyrie's looking to make a run up the field, but he is quickly denied by the Ponies. They'll look to go the other way as Batchelor up the sideline to Tatis. He'll quickly go to his left foot, looking to curl it in, and nobody there. Vilme and Lund were the closest ones, and that left foot is starting to get comfortable for Tatis. He's looking to curl it in to that far post.
And Tatis is kind of just a dream player for any high school team. He just has that left footer that not all teams get, and he has that speed and technical ability.
Goal kick went early.
Christensen will send it back into play. As he looks up for Anderson, but Anderson can't control it, so throw it now for the Ponies, as Arco on that far sideline will play it back to Maxted, who will play it to the middle to Ralston. Ralston will set it up to Schwanman, back to Arco as they look to get that triangle formed. Taken away here, though, by Dufresne. Now Anderson on it. Looks to make, great look there as he split the defenders, but Dufresne not ready for the pass by Anderson.
And I still don't think we've seen a sub by Stillwater yet, have we?
We have had 2 substitutions. As the ball will sail out on Stillwater once again. Zhang will play it to Dross. Dross turning before playing back to Zhang.
Pass by Stillwater.
So ball starting to stay along that far sideline now. A couple throw-ins here as clock very near to expiring here in the first half. Great opportunities for both teams as of late, especially Stillwater, but nothing getting past the goalkeepers as Tatis up along the sideline. Battling with Mosier, and some contact with Mosier affects the running of Tatis, and he goes down. He's limping now. He gets back up, though. Game's been physical tonight as well, which is always nice to see, especially if you were a fan like Josh Dorr.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
Ball goes out to Chester Dufresne. Ponies look to push quickly. Ralston looking to use that big arm of his. Finds the head of Tatis. When McKinney also will get on it. And a handball off of Kyrie. He thinks it was off of his deltoid shoulder area, but it won't be. Third sub for the Ponies looking to come in is number 24, Michael Mudine, looking to make an appearance in the closing moments. Ball sent in, but couldn't find a single body for either squad. Sails out for the Ponies as O'Brien now with a goal kick substitution here. This clock continues to wind down here in the first half.
Entering the match for the Ponies, number 24, Michael Modine.
To all the fans out there, hopefully the stream is doing better tonight. First night that we've had actual connected Wi-Fi, not using a phone hotspot.
It was very nice. We've only got so much limited, and My goodness, every time I try to talk about something else, something big happens. Christensen, another crucial save as the shot was sent in.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds for a corner. Stillwater can't decide who's going to take it. Originally it was Buxell, but now they're going to have Arco to take it. Everybody in the boxes should be the final chance here of the first half.
Ball to the back post, it looks like, by how they're set up.
Ball sent in, this one low. Finds the chest of Buxell, though, but he can't control it. Ball somewhat cleared out here for the Bears.
10, 9, 8,
Ball all the way back now to Kumran.
4, 3,
Arco trying to send it in. Kyrese will get a deflection on it. And that will do it for the first half of action as the Bears and Ponies are scoreless after the first half. Some good action for both sides. Josh, what are your thoughts
Well,
after 40?
I think this game is just leading up to what we thought it was going to be. It's scoreless at the break, but definitely chances on both sides. I think Stillwater had a little bit more of those chances. I think they just have a little bit more individual skill. That's really the only difference. White Bears stay compact like they're supposed to. They're finding their outlet passes. They are still in this game, and it's going to be a good second half.
Both teams playing extremely well. Bears started off the first half with some great chances. Ponies, as of late, trying to punch something in. But some good action here at White Bear Lake Stadium. So we are scoreless at the half. Stay tuned within the next 8 to 10 minutes as we will return for some second half action. As I hope you look forward to it as much as we do. Stay tuned. Welcome back as Josh and I have returned here in the White Bear Lake Legendary Press Box that we call our home studio for soccer and football.
Not a studio.
Yeah, I know, I know. Anyway, getting ready to get second half action underway as we are just over a minute away. Both teams look pretty well, or at least Stillwater looks pretty well set. Boys for White Bear Lake still talking things over.
And it was a good first half. It's going to be interesting to see if White Bear can keep up their high intensity that they were playing with. They kind of fell off later on in that first half, but
For any of the Truth Faithful, too, that were watching during the full game, Josh made up a terrible point of how I'm a fan of Tatis Jr. If any of you follow baseball or just know the big baseball name nowadays, I'm going to clarify this on the air before somebody says anything else. My second team is the Dodgers. I'm sorry, Josh, but the Padres stink. They're not even in the playoff picture right now. I have to take a shot at you before we get this game underway until we have more important matters to talk about. That isn't freaking MLB, even though those playoffs are around the corner now. Well, here
other
we
big
go.
sports news though. Kirill Kaprizov re-signed for the Minnesota Wild.
I like how we know all this knowledge of outside, like pro sports, but when it comes to we're like good half, you know.
Hey, it was a good half.
I mean, it was a good half.
This is probably the
no
best
offense
game of
to
the
half,
season
but yeah.
so far for the Bears
Yeah.
that we have covered.
But yeah, big news there too. Kirill Kaprizov re-signed for all the hockey fans out there, all the big Minnesota hockey fans. If you didn't realize that already.
It looks like Snowball is out back on the field.
Oh man, he's the greatest, man. You could make so many puns with him. He's honestly, I think we should get an autograph, a signed
Oh
picture.
my goodness! As anyone who is watching on the camera, the ref just rainbowed number 13 from Stillwater. Great skill by the ref. I think he is man of the match right now, as long as that stands.
Well, here we go. Second half action. Rainbow over the ref. Entertaining halftime news. We're underway officially. We will see if somebody will score or if we will end with a scoreless tie.
And both teams are playing amazing so far. Stillwater, I think, had maybe 60% of the possession in the first half. Very close game so far.
Yeah, ponies have led possession, maybe a chance or two more than the Bears. Great defensive game here. Great goaltending from Christensen. And then early on, too, they had some great opportunities to get by Dobkins as well.
And a surprising change for Stillwater. It does not look like Tatis is in the game right now. He was really a big menace for Connor on that left side for the Bears, right side for the Stillwater Ponies.
Bears look to get a chance up the field, but it's off of Snowball, so Dobkins will send it back in whenever for the Ponies. And yeah, Tatis for the Ponies. He had an amazing first half, using his left boot to send balls into that top left corner where his goalkeeper now stands. As
Great
Zhang
defense
and
by
Vilme
Andrew.
battling for the ball, and Zhang initially had won the ball, but can't keep it in
Unlucky.
play. So Arco will send it back in as he looks for his captain in Schwanman. Schwanman plays it back to Ralston. Ralston moving up. A little pressure there from Snowball. O'Brien now battling with Modman. And now Rogers on it for
And
the
Gavin.
Bears.
Gavin had a great first half too, getting in behind that defense with his speed.
Rogers looking to use his speed but couldn't do so. Too big of a touch. That just is easy recovery for Ralston to get in and clear. So Bears now will have to reattempt to get back into the pony zone. As right now Watson controlling the ball. Trico making some men miss as he moves up the field. Finds Zhang on the right hand side. Nobody challenging Zhang there. Fick was the person coming in to attempt to, but Zhang all the time in the world.
Another player that you guys should be watching out for on the Stillwater is number 4, Colin. He's actually a 10th grader this year. He has also been a little bit of a menace for the Bears on offense.
Snowball and Rogers having a 1-2 there as ball deflects out. Throw in here, but some good connection early on.
Yeah, I really think Jendi has kind of found a connection between Snowball and Gavin Rogers, which is always nice to see. Is a foul, I believe.
And it's a foul on number 9, Sebastian Arco. As Rogers was shielding the ball away from him, Arco maybe a little too antsy in a free kick.
Pretty much just a short corner here.
Along the goal line, and yeah, it's pretty much what it is.
In the last couple games, definitely some set plays by Jendi, as it looks like one maybe brewing right here as Nikki O'Brien steps outside of the box, out of the back.
So Snowball will be the one to take it off of his left boot. He sends it to the far side. Nobody's there, but that thing looked like it was going on net. It's deflected out there by Kumaran, who maybe saved a goal for the Bears. Ponies, they avoid a chance against the Bears, but the Bears still with some pressure as Mosier will throw it back in, still deep in Pony territory.
5 minutes in almost, and it still doesn't look like a big change between the two teams. They're both very even. So it's going to be a great second half.
Ball played out by the Bears, so Ponies will look to change the field as Vilme will send it up to Dobier. Dobier looking to chase. Trico, though, recovers and gets back as O'Brien was beat there. But nonetheless, those center backs, they work together nicely as a team. Both O'Brien and Trico, great center back duo for the Bears. As now Dross on the ball, twisting and turning, trying to find somebody, and he finally will in Simnick before playing back to O'Brien, who quickly boots it up. Fick now with a few touches before giving it to his captain. On the ball, he'll turn. Looking to play upfield, but he'll have to settle. Vilme now on the ball. Gets taken off the ball. Dross now looking to send it to Rogers on the right-hand side. Nobody still on it, but Arco will end up getting the throw in as it goes out of bounds off of the Bears.
Jendi is applauding that chance.
Watson and Trico passing back and forth before Trico sends it up. Ball now landing by Simnick and Vilme. Fick now on the ball for the Ponies, looking to make a run, but Rogers deflects it up towards Snowball. But Schwadman can't get, or won't let Snowball get anything on it. Buxill now on it, looks to flick it back. He's got Fick. Fick looks to play it up to DeBeer.
Andrew there. Just got it out from underneath the other team.
And a little too much on Dominic Dobier. So free kick coming for Eli Trico.
And it's going to be interesting here as we're slowly getting into the first half. That later on, see if both teams try to settle for 1 point each, or if both teams really go for it here.
Oh boy. No wonder you said first half. I have made a mistake of not changing it. It is the second half if anybody tuned in late. Yikes on my part.
Dodgers fans, right?
All right, Josh, we'll have a word after this broadcast as Ralston now controls the ball as he'll send it up. Looking for his man out wide. O'Brien being challenged. But Moden can't get anything on it as O'Brien wins the battle. Now played out by Mosier. Ponies will put it back into play. Modestan up along the left-hand side against O'Brien and played out here by Mosier. Rogers trying to bring it down but can't before Arco gets his feet on it. Now Bucksell controls. Gives it back to Fick. Fick one times it to Arco. Arco up the sideline against Trico, but
Good
Trico
defense.
smartly plays it out and doesn't allow Arco to allow a cross into the box, but he does give up a corner here that Bucksell will be the one taking it for Stillwater.
Gavin walks up to the center line, definitely looking to get sprung with his speed.
Almost 8 minutes gone here as Bucksell launches one into the box and nobody could get their head on it. Schwandeman, I think, was the closest who had the opportunity, but a goal kick.
Well, I haven't seen hustle like that since the Vikings started to avoid the media on Sunday.
Oh boy.
Nice job, boys.
Nice shot there from Kirk on the Vikings. I applaud his ball boy
And
gratitude.
really, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but just complimenting the ball boys, it really does make it dip to have ball boys that are willing to put in the hustle just like the players are out on that field.
We had one this Saturday too who man, he was going up and down. I think he was a solo ball boy too that was going around the track. He was doing a nice job, and it's kind of funny how we're really the horn is starting to get onto the ball boy train here a little more. I don't know. Maybe ball boy should be a position.
And those ball boys are actually a part of Manitou FC, the local soccer club here, once known as White Bear Lake Soccer. But for a rebrand in the COVID off year.
Ball played out of here by the Bears, so another throw in on the far side. Ponies will launch it in. It's in the box. Nobody has their head on it. O'Brien will get a chest on it. Still in a dangerous area. And it's finally cleared by, I believe that is Watson, who can finally get his foot on it and clear it. But Ponies still not done yet. Bears tightening it up here. There's a throw in once again attended as it gets into the 18. Watson once again, though, will clear it for the Bears. Headed up by Fick. Fick finds Bucksell. Bucksell playing into space, and a great tackle there from Zhang, who takes him off the ball. He'll play it up to Peshman. Peshman looking far side or up the middle for Snowball. It was almost in between both him and Rogers, not where you want to place the ball. So the Ponies will take over. Schwanman plays it out wide. And off the foot of Modman, who I think was looking to make a run up the sideline.
And this is just the definition of a good Minnesota high school soccer game. It's competitive, high pace, and nearing that 50-degree mark. 55 degrees out right now, so definitely starting to turn into that more Minnesota weather.
Defenders for White Bear Lake making excellent tackles, as Trico once again did, is now Zhang up the right-hand side looking to make something happen, but eventually Ralston will clear it for the Ponies. Watson wins it back for the Bears. He'll play it back to Trico, who will play it up to Rogers, to Zhang. And now Dross controls. Sends it out wide to Mosier. Mosier looking to find Peshman, can't do so. And Dobier now on it for the Ponies. Coomerin played it up for the Ponies, but it's taken away here. Watson making a run. Deflected there by Coomerin, recovering from his turnover. And now a foul given up by Watson, so Ponies will get the free kick close to midfield. Ralston will do the honors as he throws it in play. This one very deep. Offside flag goes up, but
the ref plays advantage.
Not touched by any Pony, so play continues. Zarko now.
Good defense by Gavin.
Vilme now with the ball, plays it back to Ralston. Ralston taking a couple steps before striking it upfield, but right to the head of Zhang. Schwadman and Rogers going at it. Rogers gets between a couple defenders and Fick and Schwadman, but taken off there by Megstead.
And Gavin is high pressing by himself. It would have been nice if maybe another one or two Bears would have joined in on that press.
Simnek will play it out to Peshman. Peshman looking to use speed, but heads right into Schwadman. We'll just boot it out. Played out of bounds. As I can't tell who's making a run for the Ponies. But nonetheless, Mosier forced to play it out. Ralston, who's kind of been that main defender for the Ponies so far. He's been the guy doing set pieces, throw-ins. And he's also been great at recovery defense as he sends it in the box now. Chance here for Buxell off the butt of
Nikki.
O'Brien. Vime and Zhang battling back and forth off of Vime. Zhang playing a really nice physical defense. Zhang back into play. Rogers will take a flick. Is now Drost on it before Vime takes him off of it, and now here
Looks
comes
like Drost
Arco.
needs maybe a new pair of shoes out there.
Or no, excuse me, that's Modine. And that's Trico. It's going back and forth. Here goes Snowball. Back to Trico. Trico making a run off his back line. He's got some space. Still not playing anybody. Trico continuing to take step after step, stride after stride. He's still on the ball. And finally, Kumarin says enough.
And definitely had some Zuma vibes from the Chelsea a couple years ago.
Watson bites on Buxell's fake, but Buxell's pass to De Beer not strong enough to go by Zhang. Rogers now controls for the Bears over to Watson. Watson looking for a run from some type of Bears player, but nobody willing to or ready. .25 minutes left to go in the game. Rogers now looking for Simnek, but can't find him. Ball going back and forth between teams. Still not being settled down as Vime and Zhang battle for it. Zhang makes a nice twist move on Simnek. He goes down though. No call, clean tackle. Out to Mosier, the ball goes. He gets past Modine, but too strong of a touch as the ball sails out of bounds.
And this is a great game.
For the Ponies, number 12, Mickey Tares.
Tares back into the game for the Ponies as he created a lot of problems early on later on, in the first half. We'll see if he continues where he left off as Watson plays it back to Mosier, who will send it up to Snowball. Played out of bounds there by Schwadman as he and Drost battling for the ball. White Bear Lake with a throw-in. Mosier will have the honors. He'll send it into the direction of Snowball, but Fick will head it out. Josh shielding. Here comes Simnek looking for Snowball, well guarded. Buxell plays it up to Dudace.
So surprising change I just noticed. It does not look like Joe Wallach came back out on the field at the end of the break.
He did not, as he is warming up along the sideline. Dudace though crosses it in. Trico there though to keep it away from Buxell, but ball still in Bears territory as now Drost with possession as he was looking for Peshman. Little miscommunications between the midfielder and the forward. So Ponies with a throw-in.
Wonder if Jenny may actually use Wallach on the wing to use his pace. Maybe try to beat the pace of the beat the pace of the ponies in the back.
It'd be nice to see here, still scoreless. Almost halfway through the second half as Fick sends it back into Bears territory before Trico denies it going any farther than him. Watson will play out of bounds as he was defending Schwadman. So now it looks like Ralston will throw it in once more for the ponies. He throws it in deep. He's got the near post on him, but deflected out. Both Zhang and Trico well guarding, and off of one of their heads it goes. So corner kick here. Buxell will do the honors. We'll see what the strategy is here for White Bear Lake. Looking to defend once again another corner as Buxell sends this in. This one, though, very far. Tadez got a foot on it, but plays it out towards the right-hand side midfield. Watson right now on it. He'll play it back to Trico before he sends it out. Rogers and Fick battling for it before Fick wins it. Plays it up, but lands at the foot of Shung.
Zhang has just had some good passes out of the back tonight. Finding those long balls. Skipping a couple people in the midfield. Never hurts.
Zhang plays it out in the coach with a little fake there. A little comedy there as he acted like he's going to throw it in. Arco is looking for Buxell, but Zhang once again with some great coverage. This time the ball does get to Buxell, but a little double coverage as Trico comes to help out, and now he's got a run along the sideline generating. He plays it in the middle. He looks for Snowball. Battling with Ralston.
Great ball.
He's got
Great
a ball to
through.
Peshman. Peshman and Fick. It's a foot race. Peshman's going to win the foot race. Peshman to Rogers. Goal! White Bear Lake scores the opening goal of the game in a crucial run. Great through ball from Snowball to Peshman. Peshman wins the foot race with Fick. And it's just him and Rogers just an easy tap in. And the Bears take a 1-0 lead here midway through the second half.
Now, it's a good thing that we do not have VAR, which no one likes, but that could have been offsides on the Bears. I think they got a little lucky on that one.
Huge momentum now for White Bear Lake. Substitutes coming off. Interesting. Simnek coming off, but Snowball and Zhang also coming off, and same with Peshman.
All right, interesting to see if game plans change here, if White Bear wants to sit back a little bit more. But I do know that Stillwater is going to be minded now, even more than they already were.
What a goal indeed. Crucial 1-0. Here we go. Under 20 to play. Shortly, I would say. I guess we still are over, but ball played out from the Bears ponies now with a throw-in, but exciting goal. Josh, do you expect any more plays like that from White Bear coming up? What do you think now with White Bear leading
really
with a 1-0 lead?
That's really all we're going to see from the Bears now. I would not be surprised if they play a little bit more defensively, but continue to see them use that pace out of the sides, spring that counterattack, because I expect Stillwater to really start pressing up high here.
Mosier to throw it in for the Bears. Looking for Anderson, who has recently checked back in for the Bears. Goes back out to Simnek, and he'll play it with a high boot, so a free kick for Stillwater. Ball played shortly over to Megstead. Back to Ralston. Ralston will set it up along the sideline looking for Tadis. I would look for Tadis going forward to make some type of noise as ball played out wide to Arco. Him and Rogers. The Nine's going at it. Rogers, can't win it. But it's cleared out anyway by a newly instated Bear. I believe that's Thompson. It is. Buxell. Now throwing along the sideline, but Trikel beats him there first, and a foul on Buxell. Great shielding there, and a little bit of frustration from Buxell. So free kick for the Bears. Trikel, he's been playing on spot, on par, whatever you want to say. Nothing but good results here from Trikel so far in the first 50-ish minutes of play. Or not 50-ish. Can't even do my 60-ish, yeah. As Halvey would say, there's my White Bear math.
Hey, and that's why we made those K-fan shirts, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Entering the match for the Ponies, number 23, Connor Parker.
So in comes Connor Parker for the Ponies. Dominic Dobier will once again get another rest as play continues. Kyrie's battling along that sideline. Now Schmidnick back to Fick. Up to Dadis. Back to Schmidnick. Far for Buxell. Challenged by Thompson. And Trikel breaks it up. And there's something good looking for the Ponies. Ball will roll out of bounds here for the Bears.
And I'm interested to see if Stillwater starts using more of their subs. They really kept the main, 9 players in that really never left that first half. See if they put some more fresh bodies in.
And so Vilme on for the Ponies to Arco. Megstead plays it along to Ralston. Ralston plays it up and can't find Tadis.
I will say it is nice seeing a coach that wants to play with their main starting 11, because coming up in college, past this, you don't get those subs. You don't get a sub in and out every 5-10 minutes. So it's kind of nice to be pushing that little more, being fit.
Yeah, and nothing to take away too. Stillwater, not only with them being well trained, well fit for this game, they have also, even though they're down, they've still had chances. And I mean, it's been a really outstanding effort from both sides. With 16 minutes to go, we'll see if the Bears can hang on here, or if Ponies will even up or even take the lead, which we all hope that doesn't happen. But you never know here. Still plenty of time, and maybe it starts with this Buxell, a corner for the Ponies coming up.
Corner kick, Stillwater.
And it'll actually be Arco. Bears fans restless here, thinking it was a throw-in.
I always find it interesting when the parents think it's one thing and they're on the other side of the field.
Ball sent into the box. Ralston gets a head on it, but it's cleared out here. I think it was Dross that got on it. Christensen, 50-50 ball. And they are going to call offsides on the Ponies. So a free kick and some frustration up
Yeah,
here.
so I don't know what the ref just called there, because there were 2 White Bear players on the post, so there could not have been offside. So,
Questionable.
but he called
call
offside, so I don't know. I don't know what the ref was thinking.
Bears won't gladly accept it anyways as they look to push upfield before Fick takes it away. Wallach now sends it up and out of bounds it goes. Ponies looking to push. Still some time here on the clock. They've got plenty of time to try to even this thing up. As they start to move down White Bear Lake's throat. Fick now plays it up, looking for his captain in Schwadman. Schwadman fighting for it, and he will get the call against Wallach.
Unlucky against Joe.
Free kick, Stillwater.
So
He hasn't really been calling those all night. Looks like he had to call that one though. Maybe just trying to sell it down the players. It definitely seems like they're getting a little bit more restless out there.
Far side here, free kick coming into the box, and it goes right into the arms of Christensen, who has had a spectacular evening as well. This whole back line and the goaltending for the Bears shut down so far.
So it looks like what I'm hearing from Jenny on the sidelines is he wants to play a higher line, which definitely means that they're probably going to be high pressing a little bit more. They want to stay a little bit more compact. They can win that ball in the midfield like they just did, but that is going to come at a price. Stillwater still does have that speed up front, and don't be surprised if you see a lot more long ball chances.
Fun statistic coming in too. When Josh and I both are announcing soccer, I think the Bears have not lost.
No, I do not believe so.
The only time they've lost,
Boys, anyway.
well, boys, yes. The time they've lost was when it was only me on set, and so here comes Buxo the other way.
And Stillwater does look like they may be getting a little bit tired out there.
Yeah, at least one sub coming back in. It's Michael Modine. He'll return. Bears looking to get it out, though, and they will do so. McKinney, he'll play it out wide to Thompson, who will send it up, but Rogers can't make that run. Rogers maybe starting to feel some fatigue here.
But I see what I'm thinking. I don't think Jenny wants to take Gavin out right now. I think Gavin is probably your best bet to get on that counterattack, that long ball, get in behind with his speed. So I would not be surprised if we see our number 9 stay in for the rest of the game.
Well, earlier in that game, too, when they took both Peshman and Rogers out, just there was nothing really attack-wise for the Bears.
And it kind of interesting that they switched. Anderson normally is on the left side or on the right side, but it looks like Jenny put him in the middle. More dynamic of a player who can just slow down the play. So probably wanting to ping him the ball, then he can find those outlet passes to the wings.
Ball off the foot of Rogers. Arco will quickly throw it in. Thompson will head it right back out as they look to slow down play with clock winding down. Dufresne to check in here for the Bears. I would almost assume, I think Rogers might be getting his break he needs. As Medine on the ball looking to get past Thompson, but Thompson patient and well defended. Bears fans wanting the ball to be theirs, but no such luck from the referee. Ralstein, he looks to throw it in deep into the box. Maybe create a chance, and here it goes. Header.
Oh, boy.
Buxell, he's
Oh,
on
boy.
it. Here's a chance here for the Ponies, and they miss out as Maxted can't get anything on it. Ball goes all the way back to Fick, who will play it up. I believe he was looking for Arco, but Arco lets it go by, and the Bears
Arco
will
is
clear it
banged
out.
up on the
Here comes
play.
Anderson. Anderson trying to get there, but he can't. Maxted over to Medine. Down the line to Boxell. Boxell trying to get past Trickle. Trickle shields him just at the last second as O'Brien was also coming in to help out. Pressure starting to mount here for the Ponies.
And Jenny knows it. He's definitely putting in his sub, maybe to slow down the pace a little bit. He's telling all his players right now, a little bit more work, a little bit more work. We still got 10 minutes left. Game's not over.
Arco makes a move on Thompson. He's got a chance to cross it in. He will do so, but Trickle heads it out, and Thompson will clear. Maxted, though, back in.
And Connor's just leaving people on sides in the back. I think Connor needs to just step up a little bit.
Lots of scrambling going on here in the White Bear Lake end. Rogers now with his foot on it. He's looking for a run from Anderson. Anderson, though, can't get there before Ralstein. Ralstein to Maxted.
And this is a big time for Nicky. Nicky really needs to control that back line. Tell people when to step up, stay with him. Especially with them doing a higher line, because right now, that one player that keeps them all on side, that's going to be the deal breaker for the Bears.
What a game we have here. It'll be nail biting until the end. That ball went up. I thought that was going to go out of play. Said Dobkins is going to be having to make the catch as it went off the back of Anderson.
And Ryan is getting ready on the sidelines. He's been standing there for, I think, a good 5 minutes already.
O'Brien heads it out. It's been some back and forth action here lately. The pace is kept up. You can sense Stillwater knows they need the goal here. I think they still want to get this game too. They still could win it. Just over 9 minutes to go. Medina along the right-hand sideline, looking to make moves against Thompson. Thompson staying patient, and Thompson will muscle him off the ball, and a White Bear Lake throwing coming, and some subs coming back in. Dufresne, Zhang, and Snowball back into the game. Anderson, McKinney, and Thompson back out, so starters coming back in after a break for the Bears. Do you like the setup they have right now?
And Calvin McKinney just looks a little bit banged up. I think he put his body on the line there in that last corner kick. He just got in the way of a shot and looks a little worse for wear on the sideline.
Well, what do you think, too, about this lineup for the Bears? Do you think going forward, do you think this is the lineup you want to see finish this out for White Bear?
I would not be surprised if Jendy in the last maybe 5 minutes maybe drops back one of his attackers, just leaves Gavin up front for his speed, maybe drops Snowball back more in the midfield and drops someone like Joe back on that defensive line, maybe play a 5 back. I would not be surprised if we see that. Maybe just lock down the hatches a little bit.
Couple starters are still out for the Bears right now. Watson and Simnick still getting some rest. Everybody else that started this game is in, though. Rogers trying to play it up, trying to get by Arco. And I believe it was
and
Parker.
that definitely does seem more of the game now for White Bear. If they get the ball, they're just kind of kicking it forward, not really taking the time to work it up.
Headed along here, O'Brien will get his feet on it. He's looking for Mosier. Mosier was on the ground, but O'Brien, ball will come back to him as he clears it out.
What is this really?
Ball played in here, now a foul against the Bears.
Free kick, White Bear Lane.
For some reason, our clock stopped too now. Very interesting. Means we should be back on time now. As now Schwadman was looking over for Arco, but can't find him. Dufresne now on the ball. Boxell looking to make a run, but he's getting out-muscled by Dufresne. Back to Schwadman. Over to Arco.
Good step by Andrew.
Zhang with a good step. He's been reading the ponies all night long when he's been in. Here goes Arco. Arco looking for his captain in Boxell. But Wallach attempts to clear it, can't do so. Medine on it. Switches the field.
Oh,
Over to Dubas. Still pressure here from the ponies. Ball is now on the right-hand side to Boxell. Zhang now a clearance attempt. It's
and
going to go to
Andrew's really
Dufresne.
just locked down that right side for the Bears tonight.
Yeah, he has not really let anything past him. He's been
It's-
able to.
And so has Connor. Really the only chance for Stillwater really came on when Tatis was in on the game and just broke inside, dribbled a couple people, and got that left
Medine.
side shot off.
Medine along the baseline wasn't able to get anything generated there. They'll send it back in, and this one offsides against the pony. The shot anyway was too high, but it might have been deflected for a corner if the ponies had the chance. 5 minutes to go now. This one is starting to seem, it's starting to get there down to the
See,
time where
this game is just living up to that Stillwater White Bear mentality. It may not be one of our biggest rivalries, but let me tell you, every time it just gets me going.
getting down to the time where it's either going to be a White Bear Lake victory or a tie. Is Stillwater running out of time to have a chance to even try to come back in this one and get a win. Snowball and Maxted fighting for it. Now it's Dufresne and Schwadman. Lots of yelling from everywhere.
Jenny and Knudsen are not liking the more physical play, which
Ball finds the middle to Kyrese. He's going to make a run for it. He's going to play the ball to freaking Snowball. Snowball, a little muscle to the side there by Ralstein. Ralstein and Snowball going at it.
Snowball.
Oh, my goodness. Snowball had gotten by him, but Maxted was there for recovery. Too heavy of a touch, and now a foul against the
Stillwater's
ponies.
definitely feeling the pressure.
I think that's Fick that gave up the foul there, and so potential dangerous free kick far left side. Looks like it's going to be Treichel to take the free kick for the Bears. Bears looking to for sure seal this one up. 3.5 to go.
And White Bear is not putting up the numbers like they normally do. Normally they have everyone besides Andrew up front. And you definitely know they're not putting up as much offense now that they just dropped Nikki back off of a set piece. That is not something you normally see unless they're really trying to lock down those hatches.
Trico decided to send it on net, but Dopkins will easily make the catch and save. Ball played out of bounds here by Trico as he continues to recover back to his defensive line. Arco will play it in to Schwenman. Back to Maxted. All the way down the line to Medine, who battles.
And again,
with
Andrew
Jean.
is just doing an amazing job on that side, just locking down anyone he's played against.
Pony's ball here, 2:50 to go. Pony's been screaming ahead in the box. Ralstein, he's going to launch it in there. Ball gets through. It's going off different bodies. And finally, Zhang will clear it back for the Ponies. Another throwing attempt for Ralstein.
Same exact area.
2.5 to go now. Headed out by Rogers. They will just let every second tick away here. Wallach and Maxted with a missed header, and then I believe it was Drost who got his head on it. Drost now gets shoved down, no call from Buxell. Rogers now will move up the sideline. He'll play a ball. This one, though, sailing. He was looking for Snowball to come from the middle to the right-hand side. Wow.
Take a breath, Zach.
Yeah,
Take a breather. I think everyone needs one.
Simnek looking to check back in for White Bear Lake. And it looks like Rogers is out of breath, which is not what you want to see for the Bears.
Well, you got to remember, Rogers has been in the game for the whole half.
Yeah, looks like he finally will need a sub here. 2:04 to go.
Oh, yeah.
Couple substitutions.
Definitely more defensive-minded now.
Ooh, that's not good. So that's why clock had stopped. Trico was down, holding his left shoulder. That's
Trico's
a vital
down,
piece
Gavin
to that
is
center
out.
back position. So O'Brien, they have Mosier. Wallach's going to play back here. Arco throws it in. Trico will look to come back in next dead ball. He's still talking with the trainer, though. Maybe, it looks like he's in concussion protocol. That's not exactly great either.
And White Bear's definitely going to want to get their second starting center back into the game, especially this last closing minute.
Looks like Trico's good to go, too. That's good news for the Bears, as he will come in next dead ball. Arco controls it for Stillwater, plays it up to Buxell on the right-hand side. He looks to cross it in to the left. Great header out, and now a kick from Wallach sends it out of bounds. 1:20 to go. Hard-pounding action here late. Bears holding on to their 1-0
everyone is forward
lead.
for Stillwater right now. Everyone besides the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and Dopkins, he's out pretty far, too. He's maybe thinking about joining the attack. Is a big boot from Wallach. Sends it to the other side as it keeps rolling past where Stillwater wants it to go. Out of bounds here against Stillwater. Under a minute to go. This is it. Bears looking to hang on here. Ponies looking to come out of White Bear with a tie.
And you know it's cold because none of the White Bear Lake parents are standing up yet.
It's true, too. Or it's nervous, anxious, I don't know. But either way, holy moly, let's go. 30 seconds, ball in from the throw. O'Brien looking to chase it out. Ball goes out, Fick plays it out wide. He's got Ralston. Ralston, he looks to make a move. He does. He gets past Kyrie's. Ralston sends it into the box. It's too far, and this one's going to sail out of bounds against the Ponies. And the Bears
And
will
game's
take
probably
their
going to come
time.
to an end here.
Simnek goes down. Ball's cleared. Here goes Snowball. Not a lot of
Nice.
pressure. They'll let
Now the parents are up on their
Dopkins
feet.
get it. Bears, huge victory.
Huge win for the Bears at
W,
home.
3 consecutive wins. Let's go. This team is feeling hot. They're hot. They are going to rush out. Parents stand to their feet, and Stillwater is shocked.
Hey, Tegan's here too.
Absolutely shocked.
Tegan's walking out.
There's Tegan Geese still in that boot and on crutches. a huge win for the Bears conference play. That is their 5th win of the season.
And something to not end good on. It looks like Gavin may have a little bit of a groin injury.
Well, hopefully he will be good for next match this Thursday on the road, but great match nonetheless. They will get up and shake hands.
Yep, and that's got to be the game of the year so far for us. That was an exciting, just high school game full of drama till the last second. Great chance of both sides.
Excellent game between both sides, and it's really nice to see White Bear Lake get the victory, especially avenging their girls team. As girls, once again, they fell 2-0 earlier this afternoon, and the Bears coming away with a 1-0 victory over the Ponies. So, Josh, final thoughts here as we wrap things up here from White Bear Stadium.
That was just a great game. White Bear executed their game plan. It was beautiful to watch. Towards the end of that first half, they started to get back on the back foot a little bit, but they kind of knew that. They really executed that counterattack in the second half. The whole second half, they were kind of under pressure, and they just finished their one and only chance really they had in that second half. But again, no discredit to Stillwater. They probably had more possession of the ball tonight. They definitely played their hearts out. It's just a very good high school game.
Very good game indeed. So that will do it for us here at White Bear Lake Stadium. Thanks for tuning in as White Bear Lake once again with a 1-0 victory. As Josh, alongside myself, Zach Chapman, will be signing out here. We hope to see you next time. Next broadcast for the Horn will be this Thursday for volleyball against Matamidi. Hope to see you then too. Until the next soccer game, we'll see you then. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone.